Hey guys, what's up and welcome. Now, a lot of persons have been requesting the deck profile for Pendulum Magicians, and this time I'm going to pull through for the subscribers. Normally, I'm very busy, however, I make time for you guys. I'm really appreciative of all of you and the support. Really grateful. You wouldn't even begin to understand. Um, so, before I even start the deck profile, like Pendulum Magician is my favorite deck because you use every summon in the game, except for Ritual Summon, but I don't care about that. Now, the deck strength is that by looking at it, you wouldn't know, but I'm going to put up 7 negates standard every time if I go uninterrupted. And even if you get interrupted, I can still put up a massive amount of negates. I mean, like 5 minimum. So the deck is actually extremely good, and I'm just going to go through the deck profile for everyone to see. I love this deck. It's like using all the summons in the game is what I find enjoyable because there's not much to enjoy in Yu-Gi-Oh when your opponent goes first and VFD you. But yeah, so first up we have triple harmonizing, one double iris, one black fang, one purple poison, and one white wing magician. Most likely everyone is familiar with all of them, and harmonizing is best girl. She's the best card in the deck, and she gives you a free rota for any card. Not even a rota, you just summons it to the field. The one you may not be familiar with is White Wing. She doesn't really have a monster effect. Her monster effect is that if she's pendulum summoned, then you synchro with it, she banishes herself. Not that you would need a second use from her, but that's all. And the scale effect is that if your opponent activates a card or effect that targets your dark spellcaster, it doesn't necessarily has to be a magician. Keep that in mind. It will negate the card on resolution. Now it doesn't chain to it. It negates on resolution. So even if it's a counter trap for some reason, if it targeted, it would have negated it as well. It works like magician's right hand and magician's left hand. Hey, magician. Anyways, moving on. Perform Pearl, Celestial, Magician. Now, if you don't get the relevance between them, they are cosplaying for all the Dimension Dragons, so their effects are related to them, and so is he. His effects is related to all of them because he's dark. So most persons don't pick up on it immediately, but he is dark. His effects, scale effect is that if I had a monster that was from the extra deck that was destroyed, I can special summon, then pop it. Now, because you would normally have it in the scale during pen call, it will just special summon back and won't destroy itself. But you can't pull back anymore for the rest of the turn. Now, the monster effect is that when it is summoned, this is not actually an unsummon effect. By reading it, you would think that, but it's not. It would give you a list of effects. They're not really relevant, they don't come up often, but 2 of them are important. Which is that if you normal summon while you have another pendulum monster, it gives you a search during the end phase, which is really nice. While the other effect is that if you control a synchro monster, your opponent cannot activate any monster effects for the rest of the turn. Or if there was a perfect way to always set it up before you pendulum summon, so you can just stop all the foolishness. Now there is one card I'm short from the main deck. Not really one card, a package, which is the Gamma package that I would definitely play. Because it really hurts your opponent when they actually you and they just have 2 less cards, then they will still look on like 7 negates. I'm not even exaggerating when I say 7 negates. Then you have Dragon Pit, clear back row, which is really nice because you play Dark Worm, you're just going to pitch and pop back row. 2 Oath Dragon. Oath Dragon is really important in terms of every single way, whether it be scale or unsummon, he gives you a free +1. And he not only adds back magicians, but he can add back other his cards, which you do play. Time Gazer, he's a brick, but you have to play 1 copy, because naturally with him I play 3 Chronograph Sorcerer. Okay, so you play a triple Chrono Trigger. You'll most likely search for this with the Celestial Magician, and it's just a way to not get OTK on the following turn. Not that most times my opponent, I'm never in a pressuring zone game 1 of being OTK, so that's never a threat. And as much as persons would laugh that Pendulum is not the best deck, if you win the dice roll with this deck, you'll most likely win if you go uninterrupted. Most likely they will interrupt you, but if uninterrupted, you just win. Then we have Triple Revolution Dragon, absolute beast, monster himself. He's a rota for any Pendulum Dragon. Not Pendulum Dragon in terms of actual Pendulum Dragons in their name, but cards that are Dragon types and Pendulum. With him, you play triple Dark Worm. And Dark Worm is a beast. He's really, really good. Him plus Dark Pen Call is basically the full combo. Just those two cards. And with him, you play 2 Gate 0. Don't play 1 because, well, you can play 1, but I am a mere mortal, so things don't always work out my way. Moving on from there, it's just a small tech for me to play 1 Arc Dragon because you don't know. You see, because Revolution searches for any dragon, you don't want only Dark Worm in the deck. Suppose you don't draw a high scale by some chance, you just want it in there for that comfortable. Then from there, most persons would play 2 Tuning Magician, but the thing is, Needle Fiber can get it from your deck or hand, and in the event that I already still have this in the deck, I can summon it. If I hard draw this, at least this is an option to summon, and Celine can always pull this from my hand if I needed to. So I'm still able to do the full combo. The only difference is that you'd be 1 less card in your hand, but it wouldn't change anything actually. It would actually work out really well for you. The reason why I say it would work out well is because at least this is going to be coming back when you Pendulum summon. So that's really nice. Then the cards that you have to play for the combo. Just 1 Codebreaker, he does a lot just by playing the 1. And 1 Silent Boots. Now, because Firewall is not legal as yet, I'm not going to play Cloak, because you don't need to do that. And that the mere fact that you're playing this, meaning that I'll just dump this and get the full 2 cards out of it, because it's going to search for the next one. While if I had played Cloak, I would normally special summon this and then Link. But because there's not going to be a Link play, because you can't have 6 main monster zones, you would block yourself from going into the Exceed play, which is your triple negate, just by the Exceed summon alone. For the spells, we play triple Duelist Alliance, triple Pendulum Call. Now, I must know that the combos for the deck is super consistent. You will draw the full combo requirements almost 80% of the time, which is almost every hand, because all you require is Pen Call plus Dark Worm. Now, that might not sound so counterintuitive that you're going to draw all of them all the time, but you play triple Dark Worm, triple Pen Call, triple Duelist Alliance, and triple Revolution Dragon. So the chances are that you are going to see this with a combination of any 2. You're going to get full combo. So just keep that in mind. I was playing Sky Iris, but you don't need to, because I was playing Wisdom Eye. But the thing is, Pen Call just blocks Wisdom Eye, so you don't want to play it. Then you play 2 Shrine Foolish, and of course your rank up magic must play. Then you play Time Pendulum Graph and your Phantom Knight Shade Brigade. Real good stuff. Important to play. Fusion, just the 1 Vortex. Synchro, you play Iggy Azalea along with 21 Young Savage. Remember, Revolution is a monster born. You can continuously bring that back and keep popping and shuffling cards. And then you can just link off with it and do it again. The mere fact that Oath keeps circulating it back, whether it be from extra deck or grave, you will be able to loop and take their board with Ignisto. You have Rebellion, which is standard, and this should be Dark Requiem XE Dragon, but it's not. I don't have one as yet. Then you have Absolute to go with the Vortex for links. Cross Sheep, must play. Needle Fiber, the Codebreaker package, which then puts you into your Rusty Bardiche. You play 2 Celine because this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Things may not work out how you want. Then for the last card is Apolloso. Now, I've never had a difficulty OTKing, but you can play the access code Toko. You can take out the Ignister and have it be played, because access code is going to do the same thing on OTK your opponent. But this is fine as is. This is the 15 cards. Access code is not in my deck. The deck is really a beast. I'm going to show you a combo, and I'm going to show you the 1 card harmonizing full combo. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.